everyone. Hi. Hello, good evening. It's Wednesday. It's Series 2. Wicked Wednesday crew. How are you? It's good to be back, isn't it? Thank you all for being here. Thank you for waiting. Team Very Waggy of Tail are here. Plenty more of you are here besides. Welcome to Nick's Pub Quiz. 40 general knowledge questions. We'll have 2 lots of 20. We'll have a break in the middle. We'll have a drinkable. There'll be all the usual people that are here. Hi to Jonathan Rippon, doing his quiz from Clapham to Belfast. And people saying Happy Canada Day. Of course it is Happy Canada Day. The Tampa Trio are here. They're not a quartet. Cece's here as well. Vienna, formerly the Ljubljana crew, are here as well. We'll go through a few messages in a moment. Well, first of all, cheers everybody. Yeah, let's stick to routine here, shall we? Is Gay Goose feeling shy? He's hiding a little. Should we just let's make sure that let's bring Hoglog down there a little bit. Come on, they're wanting you. That's better. How's your week been? I hope you're okay. Massive thanks to all of you who joined me on Saturday for our Pride special. A huge thanks to all of you who contributed as well. That was really, really appreciated. I think we had fun, didn't we? We had a nice little time. Good to see plenty of you coming back. James Watts and Jodie and Neil Price is here. Hi from Ontario and London. My beautiful assistant Caroline. Good evening, Kaz. Hope you're well. Thank you for being here. She'll be here for your question repeating and putting users in timeout needs. My beautiful assistant in the flesh is also here. If you missed the memo, if you're quick, get some soda and some whiskey. It's going to be a whiskey highball tonight, I'm told. Not bad for a Wednesday night. That's going to be our cocktail, I understand. So here we are once a week. This is our new start for our Wednesdays. We're going to run for about the next 6 weeks. That's the kind of plan. Then we can take another little restock, see where we're at, maybe have a little break and do a bit more. We'll see how we're going. So a very good evening to you. Hello to all of you Wicked Wednesday crew. Cheers. But of course, many of you are only able to do these quizzes on Saturday. So if you are joining us on Saturday after this, well, hello to all you saucy Saturdayers. Lovely to have you here as well. And all of you who do the quiz at a time that suits you. Look, great to have you here. I hope you're all doing all right. You've been coping, the picture is ever changing worldwide during this crazy time, as we know. But one thing's for sure, Nick's Pub Quiz. I've basically just cupped my moobs there whilst trying to go for the sign. But we're here for you. I'm here for you, my beautiful assistants, Gay Goose and Hoglog. It's all going on. Before we get going, a few little messages. Loads of you left some really, really lovely Happy Pride messages for me on Saturday. It was really, really appreciated. A soupçon of a couple here. Pauline Birch, you make our Wednesday and Saturday nights something to look forward to. You feel like part of the family now. I love that, thanks. This is lovely from Sherry. As an LGBT person, I so appreciated the Pride quiz, the closest thing to a parade I will get. Glad I could also offer the connection between question 5 and 20. We had a Dorothy connection. I remember when we had to call each other friends of Dorothy, Sherry says, to be understood. Thank God those days are done. Bless you, great to have you back. Thank you so much, Sherry. Peter Tindley, thank you yet again. You bring the family together. PQ of the D. That's pub quiz of the day, of course. Huge thanks to the Oval Invincibles, Wandsworth Winos, Hannah Marlowe, I know you're here, Hannah, Team Rainbow Nottingham, Berlin Booze Hands, Team Rush to the Bar, and Monty the Dog. Monty! Nashville Rians, Team Cornish Chuff, the Deptfordians, Lockdown Legends, Cambridge Joneses, the O'Gradiators. It's just glorious. So many of you contributed and said Happy Pride, so that was really lovely. Just a couple more. We've heard from Team formerly Ljubljana, now Vienna. I enjoyed this earlier. This was after my little email went out about an hour and a half ago. So if you're signed up to the Nick's Pub Quiz mailing list and you've not had an email, then your junk mail, your spam folder is nicking it. So go into your email, because you'll have one only in the last couple of hours, and make sure that you mark it as safe. I'm safe, team. I'm trying not to spam you. I think it's only my third email to you all. Just thought I'd remind you that we're doing this again. So we have, team, this was the message I got from lovely Team Ljubljana. Here we are. Team Vienna, formerly known as Ljubljana, feel like really bad fans as we can't figure out the 2BA in your signature. Please enlighten us. As you'll have seen, I've been signing it off, Nick and GG and HL. And 2BA. Can someone explain to them what 2BA is, please? I'll let that come through on the chat. And then we've got, Caroline's doing a brilliant job already. She's putting through here we go, they want explanation. She's putting through the links to the sign up. There we go, Beth's answered it for you. Come on, Ljubljana. Come on, Tanya. I can now actually, it's all coming through now. Tanya's going, oh God, I can't believe I didn't know. Yes, good. But it is Tanya, who is in Vienna, formerly Ljubljana, Katja, who's always in Victoria in Canada, and Erska in Tara, Croatia, but formerly in Budapest, Hungary. How international is Nick's Pub Quiz? Ridiculous. Still got the pride rainbows on there, by the way. That's nice, isn't it? That was exactly your reaction. Well, of course it was. And now a very special message before we continue our Wednesday. Listen up for this one before we get into the main beef of it all. Doug and I, this is Suze of Comfortably Dumb. Doug and I are looking forward to tonight's pub quiz. It's their 25th wedding anniversary, everybody. Cheers to that. They're sharing this occasion with us, which I'm bowled over by. Absolutely lovely. She said, I thought you might enjoy what I posted on Instagram to commemorate the occasion, as it's priceless. And trust me, it is. Basically, Doug went to feed Suze. There are Doug and Suze. Doug went to feed Suze a little bit of their wedding cake. And there's a picture of the two of them just having sort of cut the cake in all their finery. And there's a sort of shock moment captured beautifully by the wedding photographer, because the bit of cake that was being fed has gone straight down her wedding dress, which is absolutely brilliant. The moment is captured. But I really like Sue's Instagram post conclusion today, which reads, "So happy anniversary, my love. Every moment of the past 25 plus years has been a delight, down to the last crumb, no matter where they ended up." That's fantastic. I love it. Doug, Suze, happy 25 years. Awesome achievement. Well done. And lovely to have you here. Oh, Team Knobs and Buttons today found out they can get married next Thursday, because these are Team's handmade knobs and buttons. Yeah. Knots and buttons, I think, but it's fine. Yeah, well done, Doug and Suze. Good to have you here. I think we can, we're almost in danger of actually doing a quiz. So should we get on to that? I think we should. I shall remove the thank you notes. But thank you to all of you that donated and wished Happy Pride, and that are all here to continue and kick off our second series. What else are we? The Nick's Pub Quiz Selfie is coming up in just a moment. If you are new, you're probably not. But if you are, gather around your smartphone, your TV, whatever it is, we'll take a selfie. I'll pull a pose. There's something about the sort of going back to basics of this one, isn't there? Less decoration, it feels like we're sort of on episode 4 again or something, but I sort of quite like that. So we'll do our little Nick's Pub Quiz selfie in just a second. And what else have I got to cover? I think that's almost it. Yeah. Also, just to let you know that this is all about popping the answers down on a bit of paper. We do the first 20, we mark them together, and then we go through the rest. That's how that works. We don't put the answer in the chat unless you're a twat. We know a song about that, don't we? Don't put your answers in the chat or you're a bit of a twat. It's Nick's Pub Quiz. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's do the selfie then. The Nick's Pub Quiz selfie. You're going to put this picture on social media. You might not, but hopefully you will. That's kind of the point. Nick's Pub Quiz selfie. Gather round, get ready to take the picture in 3, 2, 1. Did we get it? I think we got it. It's a good one. I hope it's a good one. Just the old traditional G&T tonight, but gone Japan, gone with the Roku gin. And that is a massive thanks to my mate Will. Him and his girlfriend are doing the Next Pub quizzes. They've been busy on a few nights, so they're on catch up. So he sent me a message on WhatsApp this week. Lovely mate of mine through my rugby work, fellow journalist, and him and his team were all in their holiday shirts. They were doing the summer holiday special. That's how far behind he is. But that was lovely, and he very kindly, as a thanks for it all, sent a bottle of Roku gin to me. So I'm on the Japanese gin this evening. Right, let me just get everything else lined up and ready to go. We've had the selfie, we've had the jingle. I think it's about time that we played your Wednesday night Series 2, Episode 1 Nick's Pub Quiz. Oh, yes, we will. Alrighty then, pop your team names at the top if you've not done it already. The music, says Texas, who also appeared in our lovely picture montage at the top of your emails if you're signed up. If you're not, the link is in the description, and my beautiful assistant Caroline has posted it once already. I'm sure she will again. Alright, I stand for a full house then. Question number 1. What is the capital of Colombia? Hi to Dan and Kaza, who are also in the house. Great to have you here. Lovely. That is question number 1. What's the capital of Colombia? Also, got a bit of structural news of the quiz for you. More on that in a moment. Question number 1. What's the capital of Colombia? Caroline guessed it was going to be Colombia. Look at you. Milo's Massive are in again. What was that with Hannah on video, is it? Helping via WhatsApp video. Very good. So that's question 1, the capital of Colombia. Question 2. Which Shakespearean play features the Song of the Witches, Double, Double, Toil and Trouble? That is question number 2. Which Shakespearean play features the Song of the Witches, Double, Double, Toil and Trouble? Stuart, why are you so blurry today? Well, it's a Wednesday. It may well be at your end. Oh, thanks, Caroline Lovelace. Another Caroline in my life. I've got about 3 Carolines in my life, and they are all excellent. Let me tell you. That's question 2. Shakespearean play featuring the Song of the Witches. Thanks, Jodie. I'm not blurry with her. Question 3. Which aquatic film stars the voices of Ellen DeGeneres, Willem Dafoe and Alexander Gould and has the famous line, "Just keep swimming"? So that's question 3. Which aquatic film stars the voices of Ellen DeGeneres, Willem Dafoe and Alexander Gould and has the famous line, "Just keep swimming"? So we're going to have a little questioning theme in each quiz. We've got 6 weeks. There's going to be something within the week of each quiz that I'm going to just theme 5 questions around. So I haven't told you what this week's one was going to be, but it will be on Wimbledon because it would have started this week. So at the end of the first half, we've got 5 questions on Wimbledon. My question to you guys is, do you want to just discover what the theme is as we get there? It's not a dress-up theme, it's just going to be a question theme, 5 questions within each quiz. Do you want to just find out as we get there, or do you want me to tell you a week before so you can swat up? Will you bother? Do you want to know the themes in advance? Surprise theme? Tell us before. Great. 50-50 already? Good. Excellent. On the day. No spoilers, no clues, surprise us. Well, we're going with surprises then, I think. That's what I'm getting out of that. No surprise. Yes, please. Surprise. No. On the day. Make it. Good. Oh. Surprise. The unexpected hits you between the eyes. See, some of you are swats and want to study, and the rest of you are like, makes no difference to us, tell us on the day. I'm going to tell you on the day then. Yeah. All right. We'll crack on, shall we? Question 4. Monarch, red admiral and white cabbage are types of which species? Question 4. Monarch, red admiral and white cabbage are types of which species? Jeff, Liz, Mark and Georgie, they've not missed one. Cheers, team. Hertfordshire Massive are back. And we missed you at the weekend, didn't we, Steve? Yeah, let's not worry about telling you the themes, shall we? But today, we're just going to have a few little Wimbledon questions in. So that was your question 4. Got that one? Monarch, red admiral and white cabbage are all types of which species? Question number 5. From which sport does the term hat trick originate? Bonsoir, Francie Pants. DD, can I repeat the actors in question 2? Sure. It was question 3, but Ellen DeGeneres, Willem Dafoe and Alexander Gould. When can you expect to see a new live commentary video? Stephanie, I'm sort of done on that for a while. Yeah, probably nothing jumping out too soon on that. Also, the more of them I do myself, the less chance there is of someone paying me money to do them for a commercial. Know what I mean? So that's question 5. From which sport does the term hat trick originate? Oval Invincibles would love a cricket theme week. I'm not sure you're going to get that, to be frank. Nick, big shout out to Emma and Aidan in Manchester, Becky and Stephen in Petersfield, and Kevin Lynn in Leicester. Kevin Lynn, are you locked down? Have you been locked down? Don't know if the world know. Leicester here in the UK has had to... They've had a bit of COVID again, so they've had to shush. They have. Hope you're all right, everybody. Everyone out there. Question 6. What word comes before the following? Or can come before the following? You know what I mean. It's this question. Table, bean, and break. It's question 6. What word comes before table, bean, and break? Have a bang on that. That's your question number 6. Thanks, Helen. You can get one if you want. Link in bio. It's not bio, is it? It's just the description. Break or break? B-R-E-A-K. Yes, good. Oh, and bean or bean and bean and bean. Bean, B-E-A-N. Table, T-A-B-L-E. Yes, Laura Cusack has written it correctly. Everyone copy Laura Cusack's work, please. She was never told that at school. Shout out to Sally the dog and the Eden Crew. Hello, Sally the dog and the Eden Crew. Sally! Sally! Caroline's doing a bit of a recap for a few people there. She's good like that. So that was 6. Which word comes before table? Bean, B-E-A-N, and break, B-R-E-A-K. Question 7. In anatomy, what is the laryngeal prominence more commonly known as? That's question 7. In anatomy, what is the laryngeal prominence more commonly known as? No clues, Stephanie, no clues. The laryngeal prominence. In anatomy, what is that more well known as? Hazel, fuzzy on my TV but not on my phone. How many channels am I on in your house, Hazel? You're getting me from every angle. Are you up there as well? Hello? What a phrase, Gemma. What a phrase. Poo! My friend Gemma's got a lovely hound called Pooh. He is full of character. Pooh! Question 8. Which fictional family live at 742 Evergreen Terrace? Oh, Buddy keeps running to the TV every time I whistle. I shall stop now then for a while. I don't like teasing dogs. I like cuddling them. Cuddled my sister's Labrador this week. Oh, hello, spiky man. He wouldn't leave me alone. And I loved it. Question 8. Which fictional family live at 742 Evergreen Terrace? Who's that? Who's there? Who's there? Who's at the door? Who is it? Who is it? Doug and Suze, it might be a 25th wedding anniversary, but you're not getting clues out of me like that. It's question number 8. Nice. Great. It'd be quite a fun game to do emojis and make people make the faces of them. In my world. Getting another cat, liking Dolly Parton, the kids want Rapunzel. I prefer Dolly Parton, I think. Because what are you then going to call like Rapunzel all the time? At least you can call her Dolly, and the full name's Dolly Parton, right? Anyway. Question number 9. Which famous band was co-founded by Brian Wilson in the early 1960s? That is question 9. Which famous band was co-founded by Brian Wilson in the early 1960s? Tonight, I think one of these quizzes, this quiz is one of those that's going to be, oh, I'm all right with, oh, that question's horrible. Oh, but I think I'm all, oh, that's quite easy, but oh, that's, I think it's going to be one of those. It's a sort of choppy waters tonight, I think we'll call it. That's better. That's question 9. Famous band co-founded by Brian Wilson in the early 1960s. Question 10. Here's one for you. In India, it's called stapu. In Cuba, it's pon. In Scotland, it's peavers. The game involves drawn squares and a marker. What's it called in the US and the UK? Seemed to be about 70 parts of that question, but I'll go through it again for you. In India, it's called stapu. In Cuba, it's called pon. In Scotland, it's peavers. The game involves drawn squares and a marker. What's it called in the US and the UK? It's called the same thing. So what's that game? It's got so many names all over the world when I was looking this up. Crazy. But have a little guess at that one. Number 6, Jessica, was what word comes before table, bean and break? B-R-E-A-K. See above. Has Caroline just written it out? Oh, yes, she's replied. Sorry, I missed that. Caroline, see above, Nick. I'd already done it. Thank you. Good. That was question 10. Question 11. By what medical term is German measles known? I'll read 10 again in a minute, Stephanie. Question 11. By what medical term is German measles known? Scottish never heard of peavers. No, it's got about 3 names in Scotland, that game. So question 10 again. In India, it's called stapu. In Cuba, it's pon, P-O-N. In Scotland, it's peavers, P-E-E-V-E-R-S. Peavers. The game involves drawn squares and a marker. What's it called in the US and UK? I'll give you a bit of a clue. Often find girls playing it. Yes, Scotland is part of the UK, but some people will call it this there as well. But some Scots have their own name for it. So that was question 10, and then 11 was the medical term for German measles. Helen, mine's the best quiz, is it? That's good. There are a lot of pub quizzes out there. There's quite a lot online. I've found a lot of them tend to sort of be hosted like this. Hi, and so I've got another question. So it's just, you've got to present it properly, haven't you? It's the whole kind of thing. I mean, when I say properly, obviously preferably without giving away answers from time to time and generally cocking things up, but it's gone all right so far, isn't it? So question 12. Which actor links the following films? When I say actor, I mean that in the unisex general term. So it's the cock-ups we like best. Well, who doesn't love a... which actor links the following films? Ray, Miami Vice, and Stealth. Which actor, in the gender-neutral meaning of the word, which actor links the following films? Ray, Miami Vice, and Stealth. I gave you all my chins there as well. You had a proper look, didn't you? Yeah, I bet you did. It's better there. There we go, it's better. What was question 11? By what medical term is German measles known? And then 12. Which actor links the films Ray, Miami Vice, and Stealth? Had a little chat about that? Yeah, 10 out of 10 nostril shot. Cheers, Joe. I did trim though, I tried, you know. To clarify, it's the Miami Vice remake. There's my question supporter there. My beautiful assistant appearing virtually. Occasionally he'll do that. Question 13. In which musical does Eliza Doolittle visit Professor Henry Higgins for elocution lessons? That is question 13. In which musical does Eliza Doolittle visit Professor Henry Higgins for elocution lessons? Tanya's down with the musical questions. Finally got one, says John Brazier. Helen, please. Who wants a shoddy shabby quiz where you can have this vision of loveliness? Well, I know you're talking about the rainbow snood. So that was question 13. Question 14. I'll spell this for you in a second, but here we go. An olfactometer is used to detect and measure what? An olfactometer, you say tomato, I say tomato, is used to detect and measure what? I'll spell that for you. O-L-F-A-C-T-O meter, M-E-T-E-R. So that's O-L-F-A-C-T-O-M-E-T-E-R. Olfactometer is used to detect and measure what? We're approaching our themed questions. I hope you're excited. That's question 14. Question 15. Which country was formerly called Ceylon? C-E-Y-L-O-N. Which country was formerly called Ceylon? Roku Gin, don't mind if I do. Lovely. Thank you, Will Kelleher. Question 15. Which country was formerly called Ceylon? Good. Welcome to our themed questions. Our theme is Wimbledon, as I mentioned. So here is your first question on the theme. Question number 16. It's multiple choice. How many matches are played in a usual Wimbledon fortnight? Your options are 679, 769, or 967. So how many matches are played in the Wimbledon fortnight? Is it 679, 769, or 967? Right. A, B, or C. 679, 769, or 967. Have a stab. Got a third of a chance. Douglas says we were doing so well till now. Question 17. What's the traditional sweet treat served at Wimbledon? That is, what is the traditional sweet treat served at Wimbledon? And I'm not talking about Rafael Nadal's Heine. What is the traditional sweet treat served at Wimbledon? Question 17. Hopefully you've all got that. Should be good. Question 18. What is the renowned postcode of Wimbledon Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club? That is question 18. What's the postcode of Wimbledon? What is the renowned postcode of the Wimbledon Lawn Tennis and Croquet Club? Yes, Edmund, very unnecessarily expensive. Well, you know, I had to... Tanya, I had to have it. It's in this theme. I don't mind that, Joe. I'm there for that. Question 15. What country was formerly called Ceylon? C-E-Y-L-O-N. So that was 18, Wimbledon postcode. 19, which female player is Wimbledon's youngest ever Grand Slam champion? That is question 19 in our first half. Which female player is Wimbledon's youngest ever Grand Slam champion? All right, and on to question 20. Which player, male or female, has the most Wimbledon titles? That is, which player, male or female, has won the most Wimbledon titles? That's question number 20. Which player, male or female, has won the most Wimbledon titles? That's your first half of questions on your Wicked Wednesday Nick's Pub Quiz. Oh yeah! Okay, it's time to go through the answers then, team. And well, how do you think you've done? Is it a bit of a mixed bag? Was it feeling good? We will go through the answers now and see how we do. Lewis asking just singles or doubles? Titles. Titles is the overarching question thing in the question. Oh dear, no, hubby messed up. Oh, Jodie's shifting the blame. All right, let's go through them then. Swap papers. Question number 1. What's the capital of Colombia? It's Bogota. Bogota, B-O-G-O-T-A, Bogota. My sister knew that one when I challenged her on it the other day. Question 2, which Shakespearean play features the Song of the Witches? Double, double, toil and trouble. That's Macbeth. Macbeth, the answer to question 2. The Scottish play, indeed. Question 3, the aquatic film we were looking for was Finding Nemo. Yep, Finding Nemo is your answer to question 3. Hopefully you all got that. Question number 4, monarch, red admiral and white cabbage are types of which species? It's butterfly. Butterfly. Hopefully most of you got that one as well. Butterfly, the answer to question 4. Question 5, from which sport does the term hat-trick originate? Well, it would be that if you'd managed to get 3 wickets in a row, you would then be given a hat later on, or 3 wickets in a game. So it comes from cricket. The phrase hat-trick comes from cricket. Question number 5. Question 6, which word comes before table, bean and break? Coffee table, coffee bean and coffee break. Coffee, the answer there. Thanks to my beautiful assistant for coming up with that one. That was question 6. Question 7, in anatomy, what is the laryngeal prominence known as? I mean, you've got to make sure it's not hiding behind all your chins. But it is, of course, the Adam's apple. Adam's apple is the answer I wanted for question number 7. Question 8, which fictional family live at 742 Evergreen Terrace? The Simpsons. That's your answer there. The Simpsons, the answer to question 8. Question 9, which famous band was co-founded by Brian Wilson in the early 60s? Of course, it was the Beach Boys. Give yourself a mark if you put that. Question 10, in India, it's Stapu. In Cuba, it's Pon. In Scotland, it's Peevers and some other games. And it involves drawn squares and a marker, and generally girls doing that a lot. It's hopscotch. Hopscotch. Hopefully some of you got that one. I should think a fair few of you did. Hopscotch is the answer to question number 10. Well done if you got that. Question 11. By what medical term is German measles known? It's rubella. Rubella, the answer to question 11. Question 12. The actor linking the films Ray, Miami Vice and Stealth. It is Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx, if you went for your obvious guess there, having heard Ray, you'd be spot on. Jamie Foxx is the answer there. 13. Eliza Doolittle visits Professor Henry Higgins for elocution lessons in My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady, the musical, for question 13. An olfactometer is used to detect and measure what? It's odour and smell. Odour and smell, that's what that is. So if you put something along those lines for question 14, give yourself a mark. Question 15, which country was formerly called Ceylon? It's Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, the answer to question 15. If we are going into the Wimbledon answers, how well do you think you've done on these ones? How many matches are played in the Wimbledon fortnight? Is it 679, 769 or 967? If you put A, 679, have a point. That's the right answer. It was the lowest of the 3 numbers, and that was the first answer I gave you, A, if you put that. Question 17, the traditional sweet treat is strawberries and cream. Strawberries and cream, hopefully you all got that. Pretty traditional and well known. Question 18, the renowned postcode is SW19. And that's what you want out of that one. Yes, or Subaka could be the answer to question 17. Someone wants to answer question 8, The Simpsons. Was that. It is still an awful lot of tennis, 679 matches. Question number 19, which female player is Wimbledon's youngest ever Grand Slam champion? Martina Hingis is the answer we wanted there. There was a lady who won the ladies singles title who was younger, but actually as a Grand Slam, as was termed, the youngest ever Grand Slam champion, Martina Hingis, is the answer there. And question 20, this really wound me up. Being the feminist I am, if you search on Google and you put who's won the most Wimbledon titles, it comes up in big letters, Roger Federer. And you go, oh, fair enough. And then you click into it and it goes list of men's titles, Roger Federer 8. And then underneath that, Martina Navratilova 9. Just a bit further down, just as if that's not really the answer to that question. That's disgraceful. So the male or female player that's won the most Wimbledon titles is Martina Navratilova. And she's not just won 9 singles titles, she won 11 at doubles as well. She's won 20 Wimbledon titles. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, could do with maybe just a bit of bit less casual sexism going on there, Google. Thanks all the same. Anyway, I'll get off my soapbox, and it's time for you to reveal the scores from the first half. Oh, here we are. Not too bad at all. Yes, E.L. James is in the house. Might know the answer to a question coming in the second half. We've got... other scores coming in. Dan and Kazza have got 18. We've got 13 for Comfortably Done. Doug and Sue's a little lower than they'd probably like on their 25th wedding anniversary. They probably don't care. E.L. James doing well with 18. Rob Haggart, 20. Boom. Loving it. It's a 20 from Matt Baker in the Essex Zurich Massive. And Kat Lazowski with 18. And then Linda Walker with 14. The Oval Invincibles with 15. 15 for Tanya and the team formerly Ljubljana crew. 17 for the Diddery Dodderers. Who else have we got? 16 for James Watt. Excellent. The quiz team Quarantino with 14. 18 for the Norfolk Mountain Rescue. Very good. Woof. A scant 13 for Team Very Waggy of Tail. 15 Jen and Jules. Going Dutch 17. And then we've got some love from Caroline to JR. Devon Oldies have got 19. Cusack's got 13. Could do better. 18 for the Cornish Inquisition. Cornwall Designated Drivers Season's Best 18. There you go. It's so funny, isn't it? Some of the questions will steer some of you in a very happy place, and others will not be so happy. Missed all the Wimbledon questions, but 13 out of 20. Well, Cindy, that could have been a healthy 18, couldn't it? But there we are. Village Idiots 18. Little Old Wine Drinkers got 13 out of 14, and then only 1 out of the last 6. There you go. That's just the way the questions fall, isn't it? Billie Jean King won 20 titles too. Did she? Well, I don't, was that Grand Slam era? Maybe that's the detail. I did research that question fairly hard, so I think I'm good with the answer. Would have got 18 if Henry wasn't listening to the football. Henry, for goodness. Lynn says, can you give her a wave? Hello, Lynn. You all right? 16 for the rice slippers, good. You may be able to hear the soft tones of my beautiful assistant preparing our second half cocktail. Did any of you catch the Instagram? Did you get the update on the email? My sister, 19 for me, Kevin Zoe, very good. Peter's family, I like it. Depends, of course, if you remember any of the questions we come up with together. Yeah, I've got a whiskey highball coming, and maybe some of you have as well. Maybe some of you absolutely hate whiskey, but hey, I'm here to enjoy it for you. So, who else we got? I definitely had 3 points, 3 notes. Excellent. Jodie says hi to Tom. Hi to Joanna. And I hope you feel better soon. Well, I hope so. Klaza is going to Sri Lanka next year. Well, there we are. So there will be more themes in the weeks to come. I know what they all are already. Not to tell you now, because we're going to keep it as a surprise. But that's how that's going to work. Yeah, we'll have a little themed 5 questions each time. We're also going to, well, you'll see them coming up in the second half. We're going to have some film quotey rounds as well. Yeah. And we're also back with some opposites to kick off the second half very shortly. You know, I'm just going to sit here and finish this for a minute. If you need to nip to the loo, make yourself a drink, do that. We'll get going again in the second half. Shall I? I'll just play the intro theme just for, you know, some incidental music while we wait to get started again. Yeah. Carol has been asking for a film round for 500 years. Klaus, you're new here. Welcome. Welcome. Someone I can explain the ditloids to. Phew. Please make either the theme food and drink or red rum the only 2 things that Helen knows about. You've subscribed, Klaus. Well, that's lovely. Yeah, if any of you are tuning in and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, then you can press that button. You'll know when I'm live, doing things live as we speak. Oh my, that was a big slurp. Yes, it was. I didn't realise I'd managed to, you know, I sort of know where I'm getting through the answers and take my last sip, but I ended up with a fair bit of a mouthful there, and I don't mind telling you. Please wish Chris and Stacey a happy lockdown, just the 13 points you're hearing. Big hugs also to Daisy, who had to go to the vets today. Is Daisy a cat or a dog or something? Mini Magnums are at the Ready in Wickham, all Aldi knockoffs. They're good though, those. I've had them. They are excellent. Who else have we got? Yeah, I think we are. The better half of Team JK is keen to know where you get your drinking glasses from. She's obsessed with them. These ones, so I was very kindly sent these, and the lovely chap that sent them was kind enough to say I didn't need to promote them because it was just as a thanks. You often feel there's a sort of bit of a gentleman's agreement about these things, but I thought that was a really nice gesture. So I am very happy to say they're Riedel glasses, R-I-E-D-E-L, and they're thin and, I mean, lovely. And just the nice bowl, but they're not on the stick bowl. Keen. Ice sounds great, and you've watched me drinking it for weeks now. If any of you haven't signed up to the mailing list, Caroline has just stuck it on the group. She's one step ahead of me. I won't spam you, but it will let you know when the quizzes are taking place. Basically, we're here for the next 5 Wednesdays, so you probably don't need me to email you, so I probably won't. The only thing I might do sometimes is share some of the pictures of those of you that have been sending your selfies. Don't forget to stick those selfies on your Twitter or your Instagrams with the hashtag NixPubQuiz. Then I can find them afterwards and tell you how gorgeous you look, and we can have fun that way. So I think we're almost ready for the second half. My beautiful assistant is just working away on the highball. I know he's been in the other room doing the quiz with the rest of the Hall clan, and also, yes, I should also say you're all well in the rhythm of it now, but hugely grateful for all of you that do leave a contribution for this. It's a pub quiz. I'm coming round with the pint glass. You pop a quid or two in it, or a few more, whatever you can afford. As a household or as individuals, a couple of quid is really appreciated. It's that PayPal link, paypal.me/rugbymedia. You leave a couple of quid. I see everyone's left a couple of quid. I get a couple of £100 for doing it. And this is my living now. This is what happens. Yeah, thank you so much, those of you that do that. It's very much appreciated. Good crowd for a Wednesday night. Yeah, not bad at all. Over 500 of you. Fantastic. Brilliant. All right. Thanks again to those of you that played along with the Pride special on the weekend. That was great. I haven't worked out the detail for this, but I think one of these in the next few weeks is going to be probably charity related. I'll explain more, but my dad's done a lot for the Ian Rennie Hospice at Home charity, and obviously cancer related hospice at home thing. He's done loads for them over the years. They gave him a massive award for it a while ago. It was really touching, but their shops are shut. They also have charity shops and stuff. And he emailed me this afternoon and said, do you think you could probably do a fundraiser through the quiz? So I think we will. So we'll try and do that at some point in the next few weeks, I think. I'll give you a heads up for you to be extra specially, brilliantly generous, like I know you guys have been and will be. And obviously, if you're not UK based or you want to donate to a local charity when we do a charity special, then that is, of course, massively appreciated. That as well. I think we're ready to get on with the second half. But my beautiful assistant's arrived. Say hi to Tom, everyone. Yeah. What have we got? We've got a whiskey highball. Oh, sorry, you need me empty. I forget my manners. Thanks very much. It's looking very good. He bought a special glass. He actually went out and bought a special glass. Look, it's a highball glass. I don't know what's wrong with my hand. E.L. James says hi. Look at this. Lovely. I hope have any of you got one, by the way? Are any of you else tucking into a whiskey highball? Yeah, look, a little kind of cut glassy one. We haven't got a cabinet for this, but I feel like we should have. Oh, and that's the Hakushu whiskey, nicely watered down. That's very nice, quite refreshing, very good. Someone says my gran's got a vase like that. It's true, it has sort of got that flavour to it, hasn't it? Should we play the rest of the quiz? Let's have a second half then, shall we? All right, eyes down then, your next 20 coming right up. All right then, we have 5 opposites to start you with this second half. I haven't got any of the interrupters currently. We may revisit them, don't worry team. But we did some of these opposites at the weekend. I think people enjoyed them. They're a bit of fun, and they are, I will give you an example. So they're music title related, but hopefully most of the time their well-known song title is enough that you'll be able to guess them. I don't even know if that was English, but we'll get here. So, for example, girls do laugh, boys don't cry. You see? Actual sanity, virtual insanity. So that's how this kind of thing works, all right? So, listen carefully. You're going to just do the opposites of the clues, and hopefully it's a song title. All right. So, for your question 21, yeah, there was one on Saturday. Mummy Hot became Daddy Cool. I came up with that one myself because I'm such a genius, you know. It just made me laugh. So here we go. Your one for 21 is Black Dots. Black Dots. Go for opposites. Check it's a song. Black Dots. Mark Lowe, I remember, yeah, Esso used to, yeah, the tiger tokens, and you'd get the crystal glasses. I think we had a set. 21, white, black dots. It's me, innit? Question 22. Fire, old person. Question 22. Fire, old person. So 21, black dots. 22, fire, old person. I heard my beautiful assistant with that one. 23, you're not sitting down anymore. You're not sitting down anymore. That's question 23. 24. Have a woman before lunchtime. That's question 24. Have a woman before lunchtime. It's technically more than the title of the song, but it's not as fun, is it? So we'll do it all. Song title and a bit more. That's 24. Have a woman before lunchtime. I'll go through these one more time. And 25. You're not related. I really like that one. That should be a song, Caroline says. Have a woman before lunchtime. Yeah, one of Beyonce's B-sides from years ago. 25, you're not related. So let's go through those 5 once more. Question 21 then. We want the opposites of these, they're song titles. Black Dots, 21. 22, fire, old person. 23, you're not sitting down anymore. 24, have a woman before lunchtime. And 25, you're not related. Right. Do you want a ditloid? Do you want a ditloid? I think you can have one. You can have 2. Why not? Feeling generous. Whee, it's the ditloids. I moved them further up so you've got more time to work on them for the second half because I realised I left them late on Saturday. Okay, so to those that are new, to Clazza and anyone else who is new, you're very welcome. The ditloids, the clue could be something like 18H on a GC. That would be 18 holes on a golf course. So it's going to be a phrase, a saying, a thing, a fact. See, Hannah has popped it in the chat. Some of you may not have the chat, but there it is. So that's how it works. I've got 2 clues for you. These will be worth 2 points. Here we go. All right. 2J in a D of C. 2J in a D of C. One more time. 2J in a D of C. And then the second one, 2P in a BM. 2P in a BM. Those are your ditloids. Other half of the team got it before I finished writing it down. Well, there you are, look. Caroline has written those out for me. Nick, my mum talks to the screen like you can hear her. At some point, you should message me privately and I can reply. That'll freak her out. So chat away, I can hear you. Not 2 poops and a bowel movement, but a nice suggestion. Wrong answers only in this section of the quiz, often my favourite. So 2J in a D of C and 2P in a BM. All of you are on a really filthy place. Okay, question 27. In 2012, Felix Baumgartner broke the record for the highest skydive ever. From what height did Felix jump? So that's, I've just realised it's multiple choice. I'll give you some answers, shall I? Sorry. In 2012, Felix Baumgartner broke the record for the highest skydive ever. From what height did he jump? A, 56,000 feet, B, 97,000 feet, or C, 128,000 feet? Sorry, I was distracted for a minute by the chat. But anyway, that's your question 27. I'll go through that one more time for you. I will. In 2012, Felix Baumgartner broke the record for the highest skydive ever. From what height did he jump? A, 56,000 feet. B, 97,000 feet. C, 128,000 feet. He's from Austria. There you are, Tanya. No, I haven't got it in metres or kilometres, I'm afraid. So A, a really long way, B, a really long way, and C, a really, really long way. I mean, does it make a difference? Thank you, Stephanie. Exactly. So that's 27, A, B or C. 28. Which popular TV series is based on the novel Codename Villanelle by Luke Jennings? So that's question 28. Which popular TV series is based on the novel Codename Villanelle by Luke Jennings? Oh, Will Simpson tells me, and he lost that record about 2 months later. Did he really? And the other guy had zero hype or interest. See? That's why you've got to have a Will Simpson in your crew. Loves those geeky little bits of detail, doesn't he? Whiskey highball. The danger is that after I've had that, I'm just going to want a whiskey. That Hakushu is so horribly drinkable. Really is. That was question 28. Ditloid clues. Yeah, I'll give you some of those in a moment. 29. What is the French word for dog? What is the French word for dog? Oh, Caroline's been doing some metric conversion. That's above and beyond the call. Very good, though. I only have the best. So question 29, what's the French word for dog? For those of you that want clues for the Ditloids, let's say... First one is leisure. Very loose theme. The second one, food and drink. Yeah, Mark Grundy. Caroline, I wanted 2 decimal places. Quite. Way beyond. Lapucci is indeed the right answer. No, it's not, but I like it. 22. Ken was one of our opposites. Fire, fire, old person. Ready for some name the years? Catherine, 2P. P, not B. P. P for Papa. I enjoyed a lovely conversation with my sister-in-law, the other day about when you're doing the what's it called, the actual alphabet, Alpha Papa Tango Quebec, all of that, and you know two of them, but you don't know the extra one, and you end up just making them up by things you see in front of you. It will never fail to make me laugh, that whole idea, you know. And what's your registration, madam? Yes, it's Alpha Tango Freddy 312 bananas. It's just brilliant what people will pull out. It's always entertaining. Should we do the name the years? Yes, let's. All right, these are once again successive decades, and there's a very loose Wimbledon theme through these as well, because I thought, why not? It's really loose, but anyway, it's just in the titles of the songs, really. So you name the years. We're going early, team. If you've got some slightly older members of your quiz teams, you need to lean on them right here. Name the year of release. Question 30, The Green, Green Grass of Home, Tom Jones. Tom Jones version. Green, Green Grass of Home. I want a year for that. I'll give you the others as well. 31 will be I Shot the Sheriff, Bob Marley. Tennis shot. I told you it was tenuous. Shoot me. I Shot the Sheriff, Bob Marley. What year was that? 32. It Must Be Love, Madness. Yeah. So, what are the years? Question 30, Green, Green Grass of Home, Tom Jones. What year was that released? 31, I Shot the Sheriff, Bob Marley. 32, It Must Be Love, Madness. Years of release for those songs. Green Grass, Shot, Love. Yeah. Tennis, isn't it? Give myself a gold star. They are consecutive decades once again. Yes, It Must Be Love is a cover by Madness. Yes, it is. No, Alex, there was no periodic table question. I've moved on. You can stop revising the periodic table, folks, because we're getting into obscure ones now. We've done 25 elements. I'm like, that'll do now. Very good. Thank you, Caroline. All right, so while you're working on the years, here are some lyrics. They're quite short this week, but here we are. 34. Your lyrics. I want you to identify the name of the song. If you get the artist, pat on the back time. But here we are. Question 34. Sorry, where am I? 33. Sorry, 33 and 34. 33. We're ready. Yes, I got it. Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go on. So that's question 33. Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go on. Okay. And 34. I'm all right, Jack. Keep your hands off of my stack. That's all you're getting on that. So then question 34, your lyrics, your second lyrics. I'm all right, Jack. Keep your hands off of my stack. Excuse me. Because normally what I do there is I have them as 31, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why I got confused by saying 34 and 35. I just didn't look. It's because I'd started on 30. It's really boring, this. Really boring. But you asked. No, you didn't. All right, so those are your two lyrics. One more time then on all of the musics. The release years: Green Green Grass of Home, Tom Jones. Question 30. 31, I Shot the Sheriff, Bob Marley. 32, It Must Be Love, Madness. The lyrics for 33, Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you, that is how I know you go on. And the lyrics for 34, I'm all right, Jack, keep your hands off of my stack. We move on, team. Question 35. An ISBN, B for Bravo, an ISBN is a unique identifier that's used to identify what type of product? An ISBN is a unique identifier that is used to identify which type of product? Cheers, y'all. So that was question 35. Question 36. What is the title of E.L. James' 2019 novel? That's question 36. What is the title of E.L. James' 2019 novel? For those who may not be aware, E.L. James, of course, the writer of the 50 Shades books, who also is a regular on Nick's Pub Quiz. One person at least has a mark there. So that's the title of E.L. James' 2019 novel. Question 35, yeah, an ISBN is a unique identifier that's used to identify which type of product? I was writing that question, wasn't sure whether E.L. James would be here this Wednesday, but it's nice to know. Nice to know that there's commitment there, Erica. Thank you. Question 37. Which American artist, bit of art for you here, which American artist produced a famous painting, or more than one, famous paintings, one, of course, known as Dogs Playing Poker. I think there were a few of them. Which American artist produced a famous painting known as Dogs Playing Poker? That's question 37. Dick Lloyd, Alex, as I mentioned only a few moments ago, 2P for Papa. 2P in a BM. Doug and Suze, that's your shower curtain. Wow. Isn't that quite busy? Is it a bit intense? No? Maybe it's very pretty. Good. That's question 37. The American artist known for the painting Dogs Playing Poker. A wee bit, yeah. All right, and the last three questions, I'm going to stick with this each week, are going to be film quotes. And I would like you, where possible, to give me the character and then the film. You might not get both. That's fine. You'll get a mark for each, though. So suddenly the total marks of Nick's Pub Quiz are going up. Let's see how you do. Anyway, I'm hoping most will be relatively well known. But some may not be as the weeks go on. So pay attention then. Your film quote for question number 38. One of three. Here we go. Film quote. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Name the film, and if you can, the character. That's the film quote for question 38. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Name the film, And if you can, the character. A classic film, really, by now, isn't it? Question 39 then. Hopefully most of you got that one. 39. And lo, the beast looked upon the face of beauty, and beauty stayed in his hand. So that's question 39. And lo, this film quote, and lo, the beast looked upon the face of beauty, and beauty stayed in his hand. Trickier, that one, I know. You might get the film. I think the character's probably pretty tricky. Bonusy bonus points if you get that. Or just the one it's worth, but you know, there'll be more love. And lo, the beast looked upon the face of beauty, and beauty stayed in his hand. And question 40. I think this one will be slightly easier. Your film quote. Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? That's the quote for question 40. Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? I'd like the film, and I'd like the character. Those are your 40 questions for the Welcome Back Series 2 of Nick's Pub Quiz. It's true, it is. Okay. All right. That's right. All righty then, the second half. How do you think you've done? How do you think you've done? How are you coping? Oh, request from Jackie. Can you please say happy birthday to my twins, Holly and Tam, for yesterday from Peels Apart? Always play your quizzes using WhatsApp. Of course, Jackie is the artist of the amazing art piece of Nick's Pub Quiz. The most incredible thing, it just sits over here in our lounge. Yeah, some people are thinking that the score hasn't improved that much. We'll find out, won't we? I want the character, DD, not the actor. The character, please. All right, let's start with the opposites then. I helped you on the first one. Not that that was too difficult anyway, was it, as an opposite? So the opposites then. Black dots, white lines. White lines, the answer to question 21. Fire, fire, old person. Ice, ice, baby. That's the answer to question 22. 23, you're not sitting down anymore. I'm still standing. I hope you got that. I'm still standing, 23. Excuse me. 24. Have a woman before lunchtime. Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight. The song's just gimme, gimme, gimme. If that's what you put, that's fine. But have was boring. So doing the rest of it was more fun, frankly. So we did. 25. You're not related. We are family. Did you get that one? I like that one a lot. You're not related. We are family. Some sort of EastEnders style threat opposites in that one. So there we are. Moving on to the Ditloids. We are on 2J in a D of C and 2P in a BM. So we have two jokers in a deck of cards. I said leisure because if I'd have said games, you might have got a bit close to it. So hopefully you've got two jokers in a deck of cards. Then 2P in a BM. It was thrown up in the chat, which that's why I was distracted, because I thought someone probably thinks it's the wrong answer, but it is actually the right answer we were going for. Food and drink. 2 patties in a Big Mac. Yeah, you're going, oh, really? 2 patties in a Big Mac. That's what I wanted. If you got it, that was the right answer. So well done. 27. Felix Baumgartner, A, B or C. It was the big one. It was the highest one. 128,000 feet. Felix Baumgartner broke the record at that point. He reached a speed of 833 miles an hour and broke the sound barrier during his 20-minute descent back to Earth. So there we are, the madman. I thought you said it was food. Yeah, very good, Stuart. Excellent. Yeah, so C, 128,000 feet was your answer to question 27. 28, the popular TV series is, of course, Killing Eve. Well done if you put Killing Eve as the answer. It was Benedict, was it you who put that? Yeah, well, indeed. Be careful. Sometimes it actually is the right answer. Two Pickers and a Bloody Mary. Yeah, nice suggestions, all of them. But wrong, not what I had on my sheet. And that's all that matters. Juan shit. So Killing Eve, the answer to 28, codename Villanelle, the novel. 29, the French word for dog is chien. Chien, C-H-I-E-N, chien. If you put that or an appropriation of it, well done, give yourself a point. Name the years. I know these are going to be tricky. How have people done on this? Green Green Grass of Home, Tom Jones. Have you got the right decade? 1966. 1966 is the answer to question 30, the release of Green Green Grass of Home, Tom Jones. I Shot the Sheriff, Bob Marley, 1974. Give yourselves half a point if you're either side of these years, by the way, as usual. I Shot the Sheriff, Bob Marley, 1974. 74. 32, name the year for It Must Be Love, Madness, 1981. 1981 is the answer you wanted there. So 1966, 1974 and 1981. The answers to 30, 31 and 32. Well done, JR, on 74. Good effort. Few of you got that one. Well done. Good guessing. I appreciate that this might be well before a lot of us, but I know that a lot of you out there are quizzing multi-generationally. So everybody's got to have a shout. It's not going to be Dua Lipa every week. So yeah, well done. 60s, 70s, 80s. Excellent work. The lyrics then. Every night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go on. My heart will go on. Celine Dion. I don't know if anyone else thinks that about the lyrics. It's just every night in my I see you, I feel you. That's how I know you. Go on. Go on. Anyway, so My Heart Will Go On, Celine Dion. Question 34. I'm All Right, Jack, Keep Your Hands Off of My Stack. It's Money by Pink Floyd. Not a track I'm that familiar with, just happened to not be my bag particularly. But I appreciate it's pretty well known by a lot of people. So I'm All Right, Jack, Keep Your Hands Off of My Stack. Money, Pink Floyd. Fine. 35. An ISBN is a unique identifier used to identify books. Books was the answer I wanted for question 35, and that led on very nicely, of course, to 36, which is the title of E.L. James's book, the 2019 novel, which is The Mister. The Mister, the answer to question 36. It's publications now, is it? Well, books was the answer I wanted. You'll give yourself a mark if you thought you were right. If you thought you were right anyway. That's how Nick's pub quiz works. Question 37. The American artist who produced a famous painting known as Dogs Playing Poker, Cassius Marcellus Coolidge. Well done, E.L. James, getting the Mister right. Thank goodness for that. Not lost it yet. Cassius Marcellus Coolidge. If you just put Coolidge, I'll happily give you the point. Now the film quotes. I think we're going to be all right on the films on a few of these, but the characters might be interesting. So, I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti, Silence of the Lambs, and of course, Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter is the character. The film quote for 39, and lo, the beast looked upon the face of beauty, and beauty stayed in his hand. That is King Kong. King Kong. And the character, played by Jack Black, was Carl Denham. Carl Denham. I will be surprised if anyone got that. Exceptionally well done if you did. And question 40, the answers here for Are You Telling Me You Built a Time Machine Out of a DeLorean? Of course it was Back to the Future. The character, Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly. Marty McFly there. So it's 2 points for each of those. If you got 6 points out of the film quotes, excellent. Excellent job. Well done, Mark Grundy. By the sounds of it, you did pretty well there. Marty! Indeed. Those are your 40 questions for your Wednesday night and your Saturday night Nick's Pub Quiz. We're once a week. It's how it works. What have you got then, teams? Add them all up. Let us know the total. 34 for Vicky and Rob. Who else did we have up there? We had the O'Gradiators with 33. E.L. James, 36. Very strong. Rusty and CJ, 33. Very good. 29 for Dave Jones. JR has got 30. The Holdings at number 5 got 36. Nice as well. 33 for the Norfolk Mountain Rescue. 32 for Dunchurch Donuts. 36 would have been good, says Simon. E.L. James, thank you very much. Thank you, Erica. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your nice tweet as well on Saturday. Really appreciate you letting your followers know the fun you had with me. So I really appreciated that. And Team Milo got 33.5. Lockdown Legends 34.5. One thing I wanted to let you all know, or not let you all know, wanted to sort of ask. I am delighted with the Wicked Wednesday crew we have here. I'm blown away by the numbers I have on the email to let people know about this. But if you'd be so inclined, your challenge is to tell 2 households to send them the link, you know, next week or whatever. Bring another 2 people who might not be doing Nick's Pub Quiz next Wednesday to Nick's Pub Quiz. Maybe we can expand our little family. We'll get a few more people here. So your challenge for next week, team, is to bring a couple more people into the Nick's Pub Quiz family. See if we can expand our little empire and have a bit more fun. So 26 points for Team A&E was that. 34 for Dan and Kazza. Excellent work. And oh, it's very kind, those of you who well, I don't want to share you. I do appreciate the tight-knit community we've got here. Caroline very kindly has posted up the PayPal link. Most of you know it by now because you are donating regularly. It is amazing that you do that. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. I'm really humbled as well by the messages that people are sending in saying, it's so good to have you back. It's lovely to be back. It's lovely to see all the messages that are coming through as well. Transatlantic Titans 34. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, no problem at all. Post a link for next week soon so we can share. Yeah, okay. I'll set up the YouTube link. I'll do it straight away after this, and I'll post it on my Twitter. I'll do a posted twin. I'll do it everywhere anyway, over the course of the next day anyway. So thank you so much. It's been lovely to be back. We will be back here in a week's time, and your donations to paypal.me/rugbymedia. You can sign up to the newsletter, which will update you with any other extra bits that are going on with our Nick's Pub Quiz empire. But for now, thank you to everybody that's been here live for Wicked Wednesday crew time. Also, hello and thank you to the Saucy Saturdays and all that are doing it in between. Thank you very much to Caroline, my beautiful assistant. Also to Tom, my beautiful assistant. And hello to Buddy. Hello, Buddy. Hello, all the doggies. Walkies. Oh dear, you better take them out. It's getting late, isn't it? Love you. Cheerio. See you next Wednesday.